So let's look at some applications of these rules. So given the picture, what does the picture give us? Well, the biggest thing that we get from the picture is this notation right here, which tells me I know K is parallel to W. And as we just learned, if I know K is parallel to W and they're cut by a transversal, all of those angle pair relationships are true. So now I just have to figure out what is the relationships that I'm given. So in this one, I'm given that 4 is 98 degrees. Well, if 4 is 98, I can find the other 7 by a lot of different ways. For example, 4 and 8 are corresponding angles are equal, so that is 98. 8 and 2 are alternate exterior, so that is also 98. This works out great because 4 and 2 are vertical and they better be the same. 6 and 8 are vertical. 6 and 2 are corresponding. Those relationships all have to be true. So you can find these in a lot of different ways. If I look at 4 and 5, those are same side interior. So 180 minus 98, that means 5 is 82. 5 and 3 are alternate interior. That means 3 is 82. 3 and 1 are vertical. That's 82. 1 and 5 are corresponding. 82 and 82. 5 and 7 are vertical. 7 and 3 corresponding. They have to be equal. 7 and 1, alternate exterior. They have to be equal. So everything has to check out no matter which relationship you use. If you notice, I only have 2 angle measures in that whole picture. So it's another way that you can check if you're right or not. So let's look at the next example. The next example says, given that angle 2 is this expression, angle 8 is this expression, find x. So let's go to my picture. Here's my transversal. Here are my parallel lines. And what is going to be the relationship between angle 2 and angle 8? Is it going to be equal or supplementary? Well, angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles. So if this is 4x plus 7 and this is 5x minus 13, alternate exterior angles are equal. So I can write the equation 4x plus 7 is equal to 5x minus 13. Subtract 4x from both sides. Add 13 to both sides. And x is 20. So it's all about what do I know and what do I get? What is the relationship between my pictures so that I can write an equation to help me solve for what I don't know? In this last example, again, I have my lines are parallel. That's given to me. So I know I have my angle relationships. Well, which ones am I dealing with? 4 and 5. Well, angle 4 is here. 5 is here. Those are on the same side of the transversal. They are inside the parallel lines, so they are same side supplementary. So if 4 is 58 and 5 is 3y minus 2, what I can write is that 58 plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 180 because they're supplementary. If I clean up, combine like terms, 56 plus 3y is equal to 180. Subtract 56 from both sides, and I get 3y is equal to 124. Divide both sides by 3, and I get 41 and 1/3. And it's okay to get fractions sometimes. If A is parallel to B, so this is your given. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to mark my picture. So I know these guys are parallel, which means that this one is my transversal. Find the values of W and V. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. So the first thing that I see is that V and 37 are corresponding angles. So V equals 37 because parallel implies corresponding angles are equal. And then I know those two, W plus 10 and V, are a linear pair. Since V is 37, I can write W plus 10 plus 37 equals 180. That's bilinear pair. And then I can solve for W. So W plus 47 equals 180. Subtract 47. That means that W is 133. Now there are two more quick theorems that are kind of useful in this section. It says if a line is perpendicular to one of two parallel lines. So this is what you know. This is your given. So a line is perpendicular to one of two parallel. So you know parallel, and you know it's perpendicular. So you know what's in purple. You get perpendicular to the other. This is what you get. So then you get that. So if I give you enough information that A is parallel to B and F is perpendicular to A, then you can conclude F is perpendicular to B. So we could write it out. We know, and I'll even do it in purple, we know A parallel to B and F perpendicular to A. Then we get to conclude that F is also perpendicular to B. In a similar manner, two perpendicular theorems, if I know two lines are perpendicular to the same line, so this is what I know in the green, two lines are perpendicular to the same line, so I know that that's true. All right, so what do I know? I know F is perpendicular to A and F is perpendicular to B. What do I get? I get the two lines are parallel. So if this is what I know, I get to say the red. I get the lines are parallel. So that's my conclusion. I get A is parallel to B. And that should make sense, and it'll make more sense after section 2 because these two angles are both 90 and they're equal. Good luck on your homework.